Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've come up with another topic for you all, that is export procedure. What are the various steps involved in doing an export? First of all, we talk what is export. Export is when we dispatch or when we send the goods from one country to another country and through a proper medium, through a proper channel, and receive the export payment via bank. That is export. Now we talk what is export procedure. Procedure, it itself says what are the various steps. All those steps and all those formalities which an exporter follows when he has to deliver or when he has to export his merchandise or products from his country to a foreign country. Those steps and those formalities are referred to as export procedure. Foreign trade is attractive and it is very interesting. The exporter is exposed to the international market in which there are numerous avenues open to him. Those who have abilities have endless opportunities to start their export business. Now we talk what is the need to understand export procedure. We have various commercial and regulatory formalities. All these are guided by the regulatory authority of export of the exporting as well as importing country. It should be ensured that rules and regulations of not only exporting country but also of importing countries are duly complied with. We need to follow the rules and regulations of both the countries. We need to prepare the documents as per the regulatory authorities of both the countries, exporting as well as importing countries. Now we talk about what are the various steps, what are the various stages in export procedure. If we discuss in brief, there are 5 main stages: registration stage, pre-shipment stage, shipment stage, post-shipment stage, and realizing export incentive. Registration stage, it itself says the exporter is supposed to register his organization. His organization may be partnership, his organization may be a company, or maybe a sole proprietorship. He need to register his organization with the number of institutions and authorities that directly and indirectly help in smooth conduct of export trade. What are the various steps in registration stage? The organization should be registered, his name, logo, everything should be registered. When we talk of company, it should be registered under the Companies Act. When we talk of partnership, it should be registered under the Partnership Act. When we talk of sole proprietorship, it should be registered. It should get permission from the local authorities. Then the bank account should be opened. Then for the bank account, the exporter must have his PAN number, that is permanent account number. Then he should obtain his IEC number, that is import export code number, from the DGFT, that is Directorate General of Foreign Trade, Ministry of Commerce and the Government of India. Validity of IC number must be checked. Duplicate copy of IC number must be having. We should be registered with Export Promotion Councils. We should obtain sales tax number. We should register the organization with ECGC. We should register with other authorities like Chamber of Commerce, Productivity Councils, India Trade Promotion Organization, Federation of Indian Export Organization. All these organizations are export promoting organizations. Now, why should we register? Because when we register ourselves with the regulatory authority, our payment gets secured against political and commercial risk. We should obtain financial assistance from the bank and other financial institution in case of any problem or any loophole. Export license for those commodities which require a license. Coming on to the second stage of export procedure, we have pre-shipment stage. All the activities which are performed by the exporter after registration but before dispatch of goods is known as pre-shipment, that is before shipment. It involves all those actions like searching or approaching a prospective buyer, confirmation of order, packaging, dispatch of goods from factory premises. What are the various steps in pre-shipment stage? First of all, we have to approach the foreign buyer who will be willing to buy your product. He should be a prospective buyer. Next is there should be an inquiry and offer. That is the buyer will conduct an inquiry if you have certain product or not. In that case, you have to reply him with an offer. The offer will be in the form of performa invoice. Then the buyer will confirm the order. After confirming order, buyer will open a letter of credit in case he wants to do the business on a credit basis. Then the exporter will arrange pre-shipment finance. After that, he will start producing the goods. When he will start producing the goods, he'll have to arrange for raw materials. Or if he doesn't want to do in-house production, he will get them done via some outsourcing company. Next, packing and marking of the goods. Proper packaging, proper marking of the goods should be done. Pre-shipment inspection, that is, an export inspection agency is appointed, or a person from in-house factory will do the inspection of the goods. Next is central excise clearance. Next, obtaining insurance cover. How can we obtain an insurance cover? Via ECGC. Next, appointment of clearing and forwarding agent. These are the steps involved in pre-shipment stage of export procedure. Coming on to the third stage, we have shipment stage. That is that part when the shipment reaches the port from the factory premises until the time it is dispatched from the port. What are the various steps in shipment stage? First of all, the reservation or the booking of shipping space. That is, we have to book space in the ship. Next, arrangement of internal transportation up to the port of shipment. Next, we have preparation and processing of shipping documents. As the goods reach the port of shipment, the exporter should issue detailed instructions to the C&F agents for the shipment of cargo along with the prescribed documents. What are the prescribed documents? These are shipping bill, commercial invoice, letter of credit, certificate of origin, GR form, packing list, and excise invoice. Next is the exporter must get the custom clearance. Cargo must be cleared from customs before it is loaded on ship. For clearance, the exporter should apply to custom department, and custom appraiser must ensure that all the formalities relating to export have been compiled and have been completed. Customs appraiser give the clearance in prescribed form. Next is obtaining carting order from the port trust authorities. C&F agent then approaches superintendent of port trust for obtaining carting order for moving cargo inside the dock. Next is customs examination and issue of let export order. Custom examiner examines the goods and seals packages in his presence and issues a formal permission for loading of goods on ship in the form of let export order. After getting the let export order, you need to obtain the let ship order from the customs officer. After that, you have to obtain mate's receipt and the bill of lading. After the exporter should get mate's receipt and then bill of lading from the shipping company. These were the steps in shipment stage. Next we have post shipment stage. Shipment के बाद क्या करना है? All the steps performed by the concerned parties after movement of the goods from the port is called post shipment stage. It involves exchange of documents between the parties involved as well as the payment settlement. What are the various steps in post-shipment stage? Submission of documents by the C&F agent to the exporter. On completion of shipping procedure, C&F agent submits related documents to the exporter. Next is shipment advice to the importer. That is, the details of vessels are given to the importer. The importer is informed about the shipment of goods and sends non-negotiable bill of lading. After that, presentation of documents to the bank by the exporter. Submission of relevant documents to the bank and process of getting payments from the bank is called negotiation of documents. Next is dispatch of goods, dispatch of documents from exporter bank to the importer bank. The bank negotiates these documents to importer's bank in the manner as specified in the contract. Here we can have exchange of bill of exchange by the exporter. Documents may be against payment or documents may be against acceptance. Letter of indemnity, that is immediate payment after signing this. Last is realization of export proceeds. How we get the payment for the goods that we have delivered? This is realization of export proceeds. Next is processing GR form. Last is realization of export incentives. The government of India gives lots of incentives to the exporters who are doing exports. These were the various steps involved in the export procedure. This was all about my video. Thank you. If you liked my video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.